the 3 co-chairs for what we would call the local curling strategy here in Brandon, Manitoba. So I've been involved with a number of curling events and hopefully some more going forward in the future. As long as I can remember, I would say, as a young adult, I always really participated during school projects and things like that in any sort of social events that were going on. Loved to be sort of at the organizing helm in those capacities. But professionally, I would say it's been about 10 years now at a really high level that I've been working in the events industry. The people. It's always about the people. You get to work with and alongside so many different people from diverse backgrounds and there for so many different reasons, but everybody brings a certain flair to the table and has a reason and a passion for being there, whether it's as a volunteer or in their career capacity. They're all there to come together for a greater goal, and for me it's about those connections. I think it goes back to my childhood of following my dad around from Bonspiel to Bonspiel in small town Manitoba for a number of years. Curling just became part of our family, part of what we did every winter, and I've always had just a love for the sport, but certainly the camaraderie and the environment that goes along with that sport. That would be the 2010 Alberta Winter Games. I was lucky enough to be hired as the games manager back in 2010 for that event. And it was large scale, biggest thing I've ever worked on for sure, with 3,000 athletes and 3,000 volunteers required to kind of bring that together. There's always difficulty along the way, I think, but I would say some of the hardest parts are the getting things off the ground in the beginning, building engagement, making people understand why it's important or maybe why you should go down this path when there's a risk associated. And it's sort of building that understanding and awareness that can be hard, but also once it starts to come together, sort of the most rewarding part of it all. There's countless moments that I can think of. This is very general, but it's the watching the whole thing come together at the end, and all of a sudden you're standing there in the center of something that's so much bigger than yourself, that couldn't have happened without thousands and thousands of hours put into it from people from all over the place with all sort of different passion, like I said, for what they're doing, and standing there and taking it all in that moment and watching what has come together is just, once you get bit with that bug, you're never getting out of it again. So what you can contribute through events like this will bring you personally so much joy and satisfaction, and the connections and the relationships that you'll foster in doing things like this with people who share a common goal and passion is just, it's so worth it. So even though it's crazy and it's hard and sometimes you're going to question whether you want to keep going. There's a million reasons why I think events matter to individuals, to communities, and to regions and provinces. There's so many things. The economic impact that these events bring to the area. People have jobs and careers and businesses that thrive and succeed because of these types of things going on. But then also just the personal satisfaction that comes out of participating in events, and also volunteering and helping to put events together. It's soul-filling for people on every level, and I just think that it helps communities, regions, and people thrive and be better and come together for the greater good. Lots of times when people hear the word events, they just think that it's all for fun, and maybe that it is mostly a volunteer component to their life. But I'm here to tell you that careers can be made and centered around events and this industry, and you can thrive personally, professionally, in so many capacities through events, and give back to your community, but also just thrive professionally and personally from doing so.